Hello and welcome to the RedLetterMedia half in the bag, best of the worst commentary for the Alien series. We're watching Ripley Scott's original Alien film here. This is Jay.
I'm Rich.
And I'm Mike. And we had nothing to do with making this film. Yeah, we're doing a commentary track about it. Rich, in space, no one can hear you what?
Scream.
No, it's fart. Welcome to the commentary track. Please prepare yourself for jokes like that.
Please hit stop now.
Jay, why
Abort.
Jay, why are we doing a commentary track for this film?
Well, there's lots to talk about Alien right now. The Neil Blomkamp is attached to make an Alien 5.
Now, what's the rumor? What's Alien 5?
Well, there's lots of rumors, but I think the main one that people are sort of questioning is the idea that it will ignore Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection.
Is that the worst thing in the world?
Well,
I know you love 3.
yeah, we'll probably get it. We're going to talk about the whole series, so I have some controversial opinions on 3. But yeah, I don't know. It seems they did this with the Halloween movies too, where it's like, we're just going to ignore the last few. Like, I think, I don't know, there should be something to be said for sticking to canon and not just saying, I don't like those, so I'm going to ignore them. I like Aliens, so I'm going to make Aliens Part 2, which is basically what it sounds like he wants to do.
Yeah, well, Sigourney Weaver's in it, or attached, or confirmed. I don't know.
Yeah, she's confirmed.
And then Michael Biehn.
I don't know if that's confirmed, but
Okay.
he is the concept art that Neil Blomkamp did involves him as Hicks.
Okay.
Yeah, but there were also younger people at the point he did that concept art, right?
No, this was recent.
That was recent. He actually made that art recently. Everything about that.
Yeah. And here's Tom Skerritt going into the Christmas lights room.
Everything looks great except for this room.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
I think they were going for like a minimalist, just lots of, I don't know, it doesn't work exactly. I like the framing of the wide shots though, with him in the bottom of the frame like that.
It's a computer, so there's got to be lots of blinking lights.
It's a brain. Someone thought it would be like a brain.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it has a different look than the rest of the ship.
So what was that line that she says again?
She says, "You've been in my life so long, I don't remember anything else."
From her point of view at that point, it's only been like 3 weeks.
But she's lost everything. She's lost, her child. She's never getting back to Earth.
It's still only been like 3 weeks.
But that's a tragic couple of weeks, Rich.
It was a while. She went back to Earth and she worked as a construction worker.
That's where most of the 3 weeks is.
Yeah, I guess.
She has like a few terrifying hours on the Nostromo. Then she has like a few terrifying days on the colony. And then a few more terrifying days, and then she commits suicide.
If everything everyone you cared about and everything you fought for, like, is just completely ripped from you, I would think that would affect you pretty heavily.
Yes, it would affect me pretty heavily, but I would not say it's been so long.
See, Rich is right. The studio was right. David Fincher and Sigourney Weaver were wrong.
It's a thematic thing more than a literal thing.
Maybe she's talking about her career.
Every couple of years, you gotta make another Alien movie.
So there's the droid control ship from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The Prometheus donut that appears in Prometheus that's on a similar looking planet, but it's not the same planet.
It's not the same planet, it's not the same ship, they just look exactly alike.
You know what's funny is revisiting all these Alien movies, whatever. Like, I watched the 4, and then I completely forgot about Prometheus.
Well, here's the
and
big...
that's even directed by Ridley Scott!
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, is like, they approached Ridley Scott to do Alien 3, and his idea was he wanted to make a movie that shows the origin of the xenomorph. So even back then, like, he wanted to tell this origin story. And then, so finally, he makes it with Prometheus, and it's like, coming up soon, we'll be seeing the big thing that is known as the space jockey. Whenever I've seen this movie, before Prometheus existed, before I knew Ridley Scott wanted to do that, I never ever thought, I wonder what the backstory of this thing is.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Like, it's world building. It's from this movie, it was some alien race that, had a run-in with the aliens. Like, I don't care. It's like in a zombie movie. If a character comes across an abandoned car, like, I wonder how that abandoned car got there. Like, it does not matter.
It's the stage of which the play happens.
Yeah, it's the
setting up. Mm-hmm. It's the space jockey. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
The movie's about an alien that hides in the shadows and how you're scared that it's going to eat your face.
Ultimately, though, this is not the original Alien is not a film that needs an entire universe and a series of films devoted to it.
Nope, but that's what happens when a film makes a bunch of money.
That's what happens. But if it didn't, if they didn't make a sequel, we wouldn't have Aliens.
Yeah, that's true.
And everybody loves Aliens.
Except for you.
That's true. I like Aliens. I don't want to come across like I hate it or something.
Yeah, I just like I like everything in it but the aliens.
That's one of my biggest problems with it is like this movie, there's a couple parts. I mean, the design of the alien, the H.R. Giger design is great, but it's ultimately a guy in a rubber suit. Mm-hmm. And this movie tries to hide that a lot by having the alien in shadows and you just catch glimpses of it or see like weird close-ups of it. And in Aliens, it's just a bunch of guys jumping around in rubber suits.
Yeah.
Getting shot at endlessly, which makes the aliens much less threatening.
Yeah. Well, this sort of had the Spielberg Jaws effect intentionally, where Jaws, they wanted to show the shark all the time, but it never worked.
It never worked, yeah.
So it's like, okay, we don't see it very often. That makes it scary. And then this one, it's like intentional, because they didn't want to show a guy in a rubber suit.
Right.
And that works. It works in a horror movie way,
Yeah.
You don't show this creature too much. But Aliens, I love all the characters, even the grunts. Like they're not annoying to me. They're fun.
Yeah, they're all distinct. Bill Paxton is annoying to me in that movie. I know some people love him, but
Oh my God, you don't even like Bill Paxton in that movie?
I love Bill Paxton in general, but in that movie, I think he's so obnoxious, just constantly whining.
Yeah, well, that's his character.
Isn't that the point, though? I mean, he starts off the most confident man in the world. And
Sure,
then
I get that.
by the time he dies, like, oh my God!
Yeah, as the movie goes along, it gets more grating to me.
Okay. So what about this movie?
I will say the first half of this movie is more interesting to me than the second half, until Ripley's all alone. Because there's this long stretch where it's basically just a slasher movie. Very well shot and very atmospheric, but yeah, all of this, like, this is one of those movies I wish I could see for the first time again, like, not knowing where it's going, as you discover, like, where you discover the reproductive system of the alien.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is on this guy's fucking face. Like, this is terrifying. What is happening?
You don't know the whole process.
Yeah.
Why does this thing need to be on his face that long? I mean, it's basically just shoving a thing in his stomach.
Well, you don't know how long that process takes, Rich.
Well, if we're going to talk about the alien life cycle and the process therein, we should talk about that. Because it makes just about as much sense as the Gremlins. Where you have a lot of questions. What would you want to see in a new Alien film? Rich?
They don't need to make one.
They are making one. It's inevitable.
Going to make one.
So
okay, they're going to make one, or say you are given the opportunity to make one or produce one. You're the guy.
Me? I would do whatever they wanted me to do as long as I was getting money.
Okay, listen. You're getting money either way, right? But you're the guy. You're the guy, and they say, Rich Evans, you are the producer. You're the executive producer. You get to pick the script, the cast, the plot. You're the guy who calls the shots. What kind of alien movie do you want to make?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm a fan of Aliens. I might go the action schlock route. I might. I don't know that I would involve Sigourney Weaver.
no.
I don't know that the franchise needs her anymore.
Would you
at this point.
cast an all-new Ripley, played by Melissa McCarthy? or Kristen Wiig? How about Kristen Wiig?
You gotta work Chris Pratt in there somehow. Can he?
No, you
can
make
he
a
be?
separate. You make two Alien 5s, one with Melissa McCarthy and one with Chris Pratt.
Okay, so here's the alien.
Yeah, we finally get a glimpse of the alien. Here's our beauty shot of the alien head. which they completely redesigned for Aliens.
Yeah, it has like weird ridges and stuff all over it.
Well, James Cameron is such an egomaniac. He didn't want to go to H.R. Giger. He's like, H.R. Giger will want to have input into the design of the Alien Queen, and he can't. I have to, because I'm James Cameron.
Really? H.R. Giger had no...
He had nothing to do with... They went back to him for Alien 3,
Yeah.
and he came up with concepts that were so fucking bizarre. They were like, no thanks!
For Alien 3?
For Alien 3. Like, he wanted to have like a puma-like alien with claws, and he wanted an alien where it had like a woman's mouth, like a woman's lips, and like a human tongue. Like really weird shit, because he's H.R. Giger.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, and they slowly backed out of the room.
Nope. I love that corridor set.
Yeah.
It's so grimy and dark, claustrophobic.
Yeah, everything feels so, and I think this was somewhat influenced by Star Wars in that all this stuff feels so lived in.
Look at that prop.
Yeah, great props. Great everything. Great sound design.
The only thing that's not great is the destruction of the Nostromo at the end.
Yeah.
That looks so bad.
This is when I first got a surround sound system. My go-to movies to test it out were this and Aliens. Just because this movie just has that like constant like industrial droning sounds. Like I love that kind of thing. Veronica Cartwright crying all the time. What a useless character.
She was a character that we connected with because all of us would feel the same way as her.
That's true.
Yeah, without that, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
I'd be crying like a baby.
I would be curled up in a corner just waiting for everybody to get killed before me.
Actually, you know what? I probably would have gotten on the escape pod a long time ago.
I was just going to say that. Here's
Fuck
a
everyone else.
logical question. Let's all get on the escape pod.
Yeah.
Do you remember the escape pod? Let's get on that.
Because there's got to be more than one escape pod. I mean, having an escape pod and there's just like one cryopod in it, that wouldn't make any sense. There's got to be enough room for all of them to escape.
If there's some sort of horrific disaster
Yeah.
on the ship, yeah, I suppose so.
Like being rampaged by a monster.
Let's get on the escape pod and everyone take 20 minutes to really make sure the alien's not on it.
I think 2 deaths escape pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they start getting picked off,
Yeah.
killing this thing is not as easy as we thought. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, here's another part. I wish I could see this movie for the first time when his head comes off.
Yeah.
It's so great. And I love the design of the android, like his guts. It's not just like typical robot parts. It's like milk and like condoms. Like it looks like weird rubbery tubes and
Yeah.
it's like some sort of organic matter.
Makes sense if you want to make something that looks like a human.
Yeah. But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves here because he hasn't knocked its head off yet. But there's that line from Yaphet Kotto where he's like, Ash was a goddamn android. And it sounds like he says it off camera. It's clearly like 80 yard. And it's like, that's the studio saying, we have to explain what this milkman is.
Yeah.
They're not going to get that it's a robot.
I think he was just filled with cum. Yeah, just get in the escape pod. That's a big plot hole that you discovered.
Unless there's a line of dialogue that mentions why they don't. It's possible.
They're doing that now, aren't they?
Oh yeah, you're right. They are.
Yeah.
They're going to get more like fuel or something. They have to fill that cart up with.
Yeah. I just might have started a little bit sooner if it were me.
Yeah.
Well, that's always the thing in like haunted house movies too, is like, why don't you just get out of the house?
Yeah.
That's one of those things you just kind of have to accept that that's the premise. Was there? I don't think there was ever an Aliens cartoon series, was there? Not Alien, Aliens, because that was the one that everybody liked.
They had
think so.
a toy series.
I remember the toys. That's what made me think of it.
I don't think there was a cartoon.
Okay. Yeah, they made toys out of every violent R-rated movie in the 80s.
That's fine. That's a fine thing.
There was Rambo dolls.
RoboCop.
RoboCop at
cartoon
times.
show.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a Rambo
I
cartoon,
want to say there
too.
was an Aliens cartoon show.
No.
I remember the toy line. I think it was called like Space Marines or something like that. It was centered around the Marine characters.
Cartoon that didn't exist, or the toys?
The toys. That was the toy line. It was focused on the Marines.
I remember they had a lot of different varieties of alien, though. They had like a bull alien with horns.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the cat. Fuck the cat.
She loves that cat. That goddamn cat.
They even bring that stupid cat back in the second movie. Fuck that cat.
Probably a different cat. I'm sure this cat is dead before they filmed that.
Well, I'm not talking about in real life. In the movie, they have the character of Jonesy come back.
What happened to that cat in 3?
They don't even.
No,
what
she
happens to
leaves
that
it on
cat in
Earth.
2? She just leaves it on
yeah.
Earth. Okay.
She says, and you shithead, you're staying here.
That's okay. Yeah.
So the cat's the only one who lives. Cat and... Thank you for listening to our commentary track.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. And
Good night.
And good luck.
And good luck.
And watch out for that alien. Oh my God.